Good morning, and welcome to the Tri-State Traffic Show. Don here, your traffic jockey in the traffic center here on a Thursday morning. We thank you so much for dialing us up here at 7:43. Welcome. We'll be up and running now for the next hour on Facebook and YouTube, so come join us. Be careful out there. Roadways are a little bit wet. Just starting to hear the showers here in central Jersey now coming down. So again, you want to be extra careful out there. Haven't had much rain here in the last week or so. So again, just be mindful of that. Well, we maybe should just go right to the Weather Center. I think that's a good idea. Again, we're on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks so much for dialing us in here this morning. Where are we? I got to find the weather. Let's do this. There we go. We will go to the Weather Center. But first, let's take out our banner here and set us up with our sponsors this morning. If you give me 1 second, just need to just delete a bunch of things. And there we go. And I'll leave the branding off for right now. Second of all, but first of all, really, interview with Darley went fantastic yesterday. I think you're really going to enjoy it. So sometime next week, my goal is for the 18th, but we'll have to see. Going to have to, I got to do a little bit of editing, kind of clean things up a little bit. It wasn't the interview. It was just StreamYard. It's just, I had to record everything. So I had to record my openings and endings and things like that all in one thing. So I just have to edit those in. So we should be good to go here in about a week or so, but I'll certainly let everybody know, and maybe even wait till, I don't know, maybe we'll wait till next Friday or something. We'll see how long it takes me to do the edit. So anyway, periods of showers today, and this is from our good friend Jon Rocco. He'll be heading back to the Rutgers studios here, I think probably sometime at the end of next week. I think Johnny goes back the 23rd, if I'm not mistaken, to school. Some showers still around for Friday morning's commute, and drying up Friday afternoon, leading to a decent weekend. So that is some good news there. Again, we're starting off with rain showers, and you'll see it on some of the traffic cameras in a minute. So just be careful out there. Slow things down. Roadways are a little bit wet. So that's why Johnny's put up the yellow here for both the morning and afternoon and evening commutes because of the wet roads. So just take it easy out there. Just slow things down. Some just general volume is probably not a bad thing here today. Periods of showers ramping up this evening. It's going to come down fairly moderate to heavy later on today. But look at those temperatures. I mean, this is January 12th and Cherry Hill's at 56. I mean, something wrong with that picture, right? 52 in Cape May, 53 in Islip. So fairly consistent today with temps into the mid 50s, which is kind of crazy. It feels more like April than it does January. This evening, temps really aren't going a whole lot different than what we're seeing now. So, temps into the upper 40s to just, I'd say on average, about 50, 51 degrees or so for tonight. Now, morning showers end. Again, it's really this evening where it's going to come down fairly consistently. And the rest of the holiday weekend is going to be in good shape. That's why tomorrow I'm really thinking that it's probably not going to be a terrible traffic day. I think a lot of our friends are going to be getting away or even staying around just because the weather is going to be really good. Tuesday is our next chance of showers. Here's your 7-day weather forecast. Oh, pardon me. That cough is really kicks in sometimes. So 55 for tomorrow, 40 on Saturday, 41 Sunday, 45 on Monday. So good looking days there. 46. And our next chance of showers is on Tuesday. And then we'll start to climb back up towards 51 again on Wednesday. Maybe some showers on Thursday at 49. But, what are we looking at? The 19th? of January, and these temps are still into the mid to upper 40s to right around 50 degrees. So still spring-like temperatures. It's just amazing. The warm weather that we're having here for January. All right, so let's go to our action here this morning, and we'll get right to it. Let me just move the microphone into position, and let's see what we've got. What we've got cooking, as JoJo Kincaid would say. 73 north of Church Road in Mount Laurel. A lane is down there. Broken down vehicle on the car side of things, northbound, south of Interchange 10. Turnpike car lanes north, south of 9. Another crash there. 23. 2 red lanes are closed out by Lewisburg Road and Wantage. And that's the parking lots at Kennedy. Let's go to this eastbound 280 situation. I know there's a camera there or close enough to it. Now, whether it actually works or not, well, that's to be determined. Well, they're looking for it. They are looking for it. I don't believe that they found it. So, take that off the list. Let's go to, well, first, here are some of the, these are some of the observations from an hour ago. You know, temps into the lower 40s to upper 30s to lower 40s. So we'll revisit that in a few minutes. Let's go to the turnpike cameras. We want to go through 9, see if we see anything there. No. Here it is out by 9. That's north that heads away. I don't see anything there as far as any northbound south of 9. So they really have to be looking the other way. Out by 10. I don't see anything here either. But you can see the gray, kind of ugly looking day that it is here this morning. Let me open up the comments section. Pardon me. I'm sorry about that. Alexandra, hey, good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. Buenos dias. Hope you're feeling better. I am, except for this cough every now and then kind of kicks in, and it just like, oof. It's really set you back for a minute, but hopefully that's where we're further and further between the coughing episodes. Anna says, awesome forecast. I know this is irregular from New Jersey, but I embrace it. Yes, as long as there's no snow, I'm fine with it. Works for me. Totally works for me with no snow, which I love. Very good. And Anna, I did ask your 2 questions to Darley, so be on the lookout for that next week. So a lot of fun. It was a good. Thank you for the questions. Yeah, it was a great interview. So we're going to try to do it again sometime in the spring. And she said that she's coming this way in towards New Jersey sometime, probably spring, summer, or whatever. So we're going to try to meet up, say hello, and maybe give her a little tour of some places that she may be able to take the show to. All right, let's go to our maps now. Here, Anna says, thank you. Sure, you're welcome. I'm really looking forward to her insight. Yeah, it was good. Very good. Had a nice conversation about Boston. So it was, you'll enjoy that. Let's see here now. Just kind of our general delays here along 208, getting south into Fairlawn. Same thing on 80, both ways into Patterson. Heading 80 east out by exit 34 down into Parsippany. That is busy. Both ways to 24, Columbia Turnpike and Florham Park. Both ways to the Parkway in Bloomfield. Both ways to 280 across the Stickle Drawbridge is heavy. Turnpike just getting really hit hard here, going on up into 15E and onto the Eastern Spur. 19 is busy. Parkway through Clark and Cranford and Kenilworth, the typical deal here. Um, Turnpike a little heavy at 13, and then 287 is fairly consistently busy in Edison. Then again, in towards Bound Brook and Piscataway out through 10 through 12. 78 is fine all the way out towards Western Jersey. Looks good. 80, 46, 6, 15, 23. Except for that issue. Where was that 20? Up here, I think, in wattage, but it's not slowing anything down in any capacity here this morning. So let's go back into Central Jersey now. There's the Turnpike situation just before 9. So that camera was way up here. So unfortunately, they're not able to see anything. That's tying things up. Maybe you want to stay with the truck side of things, the outer roadway instead. 18 at Edgeboro Road. That's going to be busy along the shoreline, Route 9, normal stuff at Ernston, getting up into the Parkway, and then 35, 36. GSP is heavy in Long Branch, Eatontown, Freehold, Route 9, Route 33, I should say, 295. Last couple of days, it's been fairly busy up to Route 1. I wonder if they set up some construction or something like that, because it's usually not, shouldn't be really that heavy. 29 in the Trenton Tunnel, that is going to be a slow go. Up towards 91 at 89 north of the Parkway and Brick is busy. And 295 is a little bit heavy here both ways. It's a little heavy out through about exit 30 or so. Normal stuff on 4255. That's going to be slow. 55, Route 9, and AC Expressway also is going to be a good ride. So let's do this. Let's go to NJ Transit now. Let's check in with them. And they've been playing fairly nicely here the last couple of days. So that is wide open for us. So that is going to be looking good. So we're in good shape there. Let's see. Anna says, how is the commute to Clark? My son just started working in the area and is on his way up from Monmouth County, taking the Parkway north. All right. Let's see here. Monmouth County, you're fine, Anna. Really, the only traffic I'm seeing is maybe about, I'd say about 2 miles. Not even that, about a mile and a half or so. It's really just as you come up to the old Madison Hill rest area and the reservoir, exiting for 135. Maybe about a 5-minute backup, but that's about it. So, yeah, no, he's fine. He is fine. So that is looking good. Looking good. And welcome him to the Clark area. All right, so let's do this. Let's go to Path now. Alexander, I'm not sure. Are you home or are you in Lower Manhattan? Like Path is there's the mandatory Hackensack River Bridge lifting there, 10 to 11, 1 to 2. That is in good shape. Let's go to the New York incident pages now. Let's see if there's anything in the city that we need to really focus in on. Deegan North, approaching the Cross Bronx. Crash in the belt, Southern Parkway westbound, approaching Lefferts Boulevard. Well, it's really the belt going west. Kind of weird the way they've worded that. So I guess we'll start on Staten Island, north and Arden Avenue, and the West Shore is heavy. East into the long-term construction. Richmond Avenue is busy. Across the Verrazano is heavy. West in the belt, heavy of Flatbush, all the way out through Ocean Parkway. Inbound Gowanus is getting hit hard across the top of the world here into the BQE. Both ways, the Brooklyn Bridge, the Promenade is heavy. North on the FDR Drive is heavy into the Williamsburg Bridge from the Brooklyn Bridge. Our typical drill here on the BQE, south of Queens Boulevard into the Williamsburg Bridge, Midtown Tunnel, looking at about 15 minutes or so, both ways of the FDR Drive. That's fairly busy in either direction, coming up in towards the lower 80s up to about 96th Street, south from the RFK Triborough is really crowded, almost all the way down to about 34th Street. West side, though, looks pretty good. There's the delay from the Deegan crash. Let's just go to the cameras and see if it's still there. Let's see. Alexandra says she is home today. Okay. That's all going southbound. So that is some construction project. I have literally no idea where any of this construction is going. I just don't know. I just have no real insight as far as where it's headed. That's going north. So there's definitely something heading just before the before the Cross Bronx. No question about that. And the Deegan coming all the way out of Van Cortlandt Park down to the Cross Bronx, both ways the Bronx River Parkway as you get up into Pelham Parkway. That's busy. Southbound Bruckner, westbound Cross Bronx, north on the Bruckner extension up to the Hutch is busy. Then the Hutch over by the drawbridge there, that has an accident. Looks like that's being reported. Let's just send it over that way. See anything? That's going north. No, that's not Pelham Road. It doesn't look like that's from today. I thought that there was a camera there at the drawbridge, but I have been mistaken. A lot of this is just the way the road is designed. Okay. So 8:02 is our time. Good morning, everybody. We're going until we're going to go for about another 35 minutes or so. I have to reconnect with on New Jersey for the New Jersey Morning Show at 9 o'clock. Facebook and YouTube are where we're at here this morning. So let's close out of that camera. And Whitestone to Queens is heavier. I like the Throttling Neck better. North Cross Island is busy up to the Whitestone. West of the Grand Central is heavy here at LaGuardia. Look at this LIE. Taking a punishing here. Coming through the fairgrounds, both ways of the Grand Central. Just taking a beating here on the Grand Central. Wow. A lot of traffic out to the Clearview. Cross Island going north all the way up to the Grand Central. West on the belt, there's that crash. Looks like it's out by Kennedy, by Lefferts Boulevard, both ways to Van Wyck over by Hillside Avenue. That is a mess. So kind of lighten it up here pretty good. go to the, I'm going to leave those cameras there. Let's go to the Long Island incident page. See what we've got cooking here. Southern State, broken down vehicle in the shoulder. Crash Northern State westbound, left lane shut, Deer Park Road. Montauk Parkway northbound at W3E. Hempstead Turnpike acceleration partially blocked. It's the blockage. There's the Northern State situation. Go to the cameras. See if we can dial up anything there. Deer Park Ave. Yeah, that's a heavy ride. Okay, so where are we? Just got sidetracked there. How to get the water again. This cough is just at times just interesting. Again, just a lot of congestion. The southern from 19 straight over to 29. What you can do about that? LIE West here at 135 is heavy. LIE West into Deer Park Avenue. That's busy. A lot of congestion from 60 on over to 57. Same thing on Sunrise Highway into the merge. Let's widen this up a little bit. Eastern Suffolk County is fine, except once you get out to the Hamptons, Watermill, Bridgehampton, East Hampton, even out to Montauk, that is going to be good. New Shoreham, Block Island. I don't think there's any. Wow, there actually is a street view on Block Island. Interesting. What's this got to look like? Oh wow, look at that. Houses and everything. Look at that. I don't know why I feel like I didn't think that you could drive over. No, you can't drive. Wow, these are some homes here. This is like old kind of Cape Cod type stuff. Wow. I think it's the if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the um this is the Block Island Ferry. That I feel like that's what it is. It's kind of crazy. I pardon for the digression, but I find this fascinating that this is like a little island in Hawaii. Oh gosh, it's like a footpath. Fairly large homes here. Block Island. Wow. Talk about living off the grid. Wow. There's a hotel on Block Island. I don't know. Does anybody know anything about Block Island at all? Seems to be just so remote. Wow. Cool. You were really way out there. You're closer to Rhode Island than anything else. I wonder. Block Island is that? I was gonna say that's Rhode Island. It's not even New York. I feel like that was the case. Anyhow, let's go back here to Connecticut. Check out the drill here. Um, Watertown, Route 8, there's a crash there. Overturn 3837. Expect lane closures, just delays on the Merit. 55, 48, 47, really 55 through 33. And then 95 is busy from 18 through 13, then 9 through 5. Again, not really, not terribly horrible. There's definitely something going on here with Merritt Parkway. Looks like it's just south of the Sikorsky Bridge. Looking at, there's got to be some sort of an accident of some type there. Merritt fairly heavy in towards Route 7. 95 from about 18 or so down through 11 is busy, and then from 9 on over towards 6. That's going to be crowded. Let's go to the Hudson Valley incident page. There's probably 10 different broken down vehicles. Dial that in. Crash in the Sawmill, northbound ramp to the Taconic. Cross County East of exit 8. Broken down vehicle on 84. The throughway crash right in center lanes, throughway southbound before exit 1. Okay. Cameras, because there are cameras there. Right. There's the slow traffic. Slow traffic. That could be getting. Doesn't show us anything there. Well, let's just roll the video. No. Okay, so that is going to be right in there. Looks like the cross county here over by the Hutch may have a crash. Doesn't say which way. I would say it's going east. North on the Hutch is busy at 125. 287, lots of congestion. Elmsford into White Plains. Tappan Zee looks pretty good. Thruway in Rockland is going to be in good shape. So is the ride here in Orange County on Route 6. The throughway is fine. 32. Appears to be in fairly decent order. 84 is good. 684 going south into Katona. That's a bit of a slow ride here this morning on over towards Bedford Hills. Let's do this now. No. Let's dial in the subways. See what the deal is here. Wow, a lot of delays. A, D, J, L, N, Q, R, and W. A trains are delayed in both directions while we address the switch problem near Grant Avenue. Southbound A trains will end at Euclid Ave. Southbound D trains running with delays after we moved the train that had its brakes activated near Bedford Park. J train are running with delays after assisted persons needed EMS. N train NQRW delays signal problems near 5th Avenue and 59th Street. Let's go to the rails now. See what we got cooking. Nothing. Everything is good. So everything is going to be in good shape there. That's a bit of a relief for folks using the trains on these rainy mornings. Let's go back to our maps. And, it's kind of just really our typical morning for the most part. Let's go to the Hudson Rivers, dial them in. About 25 to a half hour at the George, about a half an hour at the Lincoln, 20 or so at the Holland. Okay, so 8:14 now is our time. Let's do this very quickly. Weather Center. Whoa, hey. Let's see. Well, you know what? Let's go to John and the weather first. Let's do that first. So we're here at 8:15 now. Periods of showers today, so look for that increasing in the coverage of those showers later on this evening. Fact is, I think I will bring in our radar loop. Let's just dial in where some of these showers are, and we'll bring that in. You can see that they're pretty much right over Queens, Brooklyn, Nassau County, Suffolk, most of southwestern Connecticut is with those showers as well, and pushing to the north and more to the east, northeast, really northeast, east. Put it that way. So it's just kind of training to that way. Most of New Jersey, I think, is out of the rain here short next hour or so. But then there's more. This is just the appetizer, and looks like the entree is coming this for later on today, into this evening, into tomorrow morning. So there we go with that. So again, drying up tomorrow. Again, we'll still have some showers getting into the morning commute. So tomorrow morning's commute really not going to be that good as what it could be, but we'll get it out of here before lunchtime, I think. This morning's commute, we are wet for most of my viewing area here. We are a little soggy this morning, so that's why Johnny has put up the yellow lights for this morning's commute, and as well as this evening's commute, where it's going to start to pick up in intensity as well. I think anytime after about 6 o'clock and change or whatever, I think that's where we're going to see, the majority of our heavier rain. Look at these temperatures today, temps into the mid 50s to upper 50s, 56, 55. It's just too bad there was so much cloud cover in this rain. If there was some sun, I'm sure we'd be into the mid 60s. It'd probably be just beautiful out there. But nonetheless, we're dealing with rain. It's all water. It's not white. So that's good news. It's, no snow for the foreseeable future, at least on the 7-day, if not further out. This evening, temps really don't go very far from where they are, later today. So temps this evening actually probably rising a little bit up into an average of about 50 degrees. There's the weather threats. The morning showers will end early tomorrow morning. Then the holiday weekend looks great. Next chance of showers is on Tuesday. And as you see it here, 55 for tomorrow, with those showers ending early and then kind of clearing out. But it's going to be a little bit breezy. Let me just bring in my note here from John. I just remembered that, and I didn't add that to the last report. And I just want to make sure that we are clear. Let's see. Winds could gust as high as between 30 and 40 or 45 miles per hour, higher gusts closer to the coast. That is going to be for later this evening into tomorrow morning. So he's also saying that the temperatures are going to drop down into the mid 20s to lower 30s, depending on where you are Friday night. So it's going to start to cool off a little bit for us, as you can see it there in the 7-day. You can see on the 7-day, only a high of about 40 on Saturday, so some chilled sunshine. But hey, we'll take 40 degrees, right? With no snow. 41 on Sunday, 45 on the holiday, so that's good news. But again, it's fairly frosty starts there in the morning hours. Tuesday at 46, we start to warm back up again. Start to warm it up back again here for Wednesday and Thursday. So as I mentioned in the last report, we're looking at getting out to the 19th of January, and there's still effectively really no very frigid air or any potential for any kind of snow. So there we go. All right. The show here today is sponsored by, first of all, the Shaved Cave, 1471 Rant Road in Clark. And Anna, maybe have your son go over for a haircut and tell him to tell the fellas over there that he saw it on the Tri-State Traffic Show. Give him a call, 908-325-6283. You can also follow my guy Omar there at Chop God on CHOPGOD Triple D at on Instagram. Again, Shave Cave been around since 2020. Do a nice job. Every time you go past it, the place is packed. It's got that classic barbershop feel, which is fantastic. They pretty much take care of all your manly grooming needs with your shaves and their hot towel shaves, your beards, as fades and the whole deal. So they have the TVs in there. You can watch the games. So check out the Shave Cave, looking for the best haircuts in the Tri-State, 1471 Raritan Road in Clark, New Jersey, right off the Parkway, either 135 or 136, 908-325-6283. Again, we are also sponsored by Travels with Darley. As I mentioned yesterday, I had a great interview with her. Hopefully sometime next week, we'll be able to do a premiere of that show, which will probably be in the evening. So I'm excited to get that on the air. We had a great conversation. It was a lot of fun. She's fantastic. Does a great job with the show. A lot of good insights into how the show is put together. We talk a little bit of some, hot spots for 2023, which I think you'll thoroughly enjoy. And we get the preview for season 10, which is now on, at least here in New Jersey, on New Jersey PBS. I have yet to see it on Channel 13 or LIW, but not to say that it's not coming, or PBS Create. So there's plenty of ways that you can watch it. Just do a voice search in your DVR or YouTube TV or whatever, and it'll find Travels with Darley. So we thank Darley so much, and go to our website, darley-newman.com, for more information. We also have to thank our friend Ralph over at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, 22 North Avenue West in Cranford, New Jersey. Ralph is on his winter break. He'll be back March the 3rd. So we hope Ralph is getting some well-earned, well-deserved rest. I believe he was heading down to Florida, and look, it's already January the 12th. And, we're only looking at about another 6 weeks. I mean, the first 3 weeks or whatever has gone by fairly quickly for Ralph. So hopefully he's basking in the sunshine there, getting ready to do some spring training with his scooping arm, and to come back in full force for March the 3rd. So we thank Ralph for being a part of the broadcast, as always, since day one. And Maxim Motor Cars, let's bring in Nick and Anthony's website here. MaximMotorCarsLLC.com, 973-620-9060, West Clinton Street, Unit C in Dover, New Jersey, out in beautiful Morris County. So we'll take a quick look here at some of the offerings he has. His 2003 Buick LeSabre at $5,900, 42,000 miles. I think it's kind of one of those, little old lady from Pasadena kind of cars. Looks to be in pretty much fantastic shape. I mean, for a 20-year-old vehicle, probably 21 years. Imagine maybe you got bought in 2002. Um, but with only 42,000 miles on it, it's a beautiful looking car right there. The Ford Focus. Again, these are affordable, high quality vehicles. Not everyone can afford $45,000 an average price for a car today. So, these cars here, even the 12-year-old Civic, 13-year-old Civic, I mean, 107,000. I mean, that's kind of like broken in for 7,800 bucks. Already sold the Impreza. We never even got a chance to look at it. The Ford Focus here, 5,500. Honestly, for another $400 and some good negotiating, I'd rather the Buick with 30,000 less miles on it. And I just like the look of the Buick better. Grand Cherokee, 75th anniversary, 16.9, 12.9 on the Forester, and then the S2000 Roadster is still hanging around. Same with the thing with the Pontiac. So, again, Nick and his father Anthony, they really do a nice job as far as finding these quality. Some of them have higher mileages, have higher mileages. Some of them have some minor accidents being reported and so forth. But it's a very small shop, so he only carries maybe about you know 6 to 10 cars on the shop itself, on the lot itself. It's not really a lot. It's almost like a little back garage kind of a thing. So, but anyway, if you're looking for an affordable vehicle, maybe something for your kids, give Nick and Anthony a call. Maxim Motor Cars, 973-620-9060, and go to the website maximmotorcarsllc.com. That's maximmotorcarsllc.com, and you can check out these vehicles here with more photographs, Carfaxes, and the whole deal here. So again, 973-620-9060. All right, so let's go back to our incident page here. We have about another 10 minutes, and then we're going to wrap things up for the morning as we head over to on New Jersey. Let's see here in New Jersey itself, we've got 38 eastbound at 130. One lane is closed. Let's go to that because that looks like it's. There is a camera there. Let's see. Circle. Aha. Yahtzee. There it is. Hmm. Okay. Now you can see roadways are wet, but it looks like it's beginning to kind of dry itself out ever so slightly here this morning. Going to the Walt Whitman. All right, so we see that there. Let's dial that in. I'm sorry, not the Walt Whitman. It's to the Ben Franklin Bridge. Yeah, that's going right in here. This crash. So 29 still pretty busy into the Trenton Tunnel. The Turnpike looks like it's slowly still out there with that accident, slowly kind of recovering from the accident on the car side of things just before interchange 9. One is looks like there's an accident here by 130. So let's go to cameras. Hmm. Pretty, it's a pretty stiff hit there. I'm surprised that they don't have that on the incident page coming up just before Route 18. Interesting. Okay. All right. So that's new. That must have just happened. Both ways of 287 between exits 12 and 13 is busy. 1 through 5 is crowded. Anna Parkway still holding up fairly strong across the Driscoll Bridge. Your son. As we get up into the Clark area, Cranford, again, just normal general volume all the way up into Union through Bloomfield. Both ways of 24. That's busy here at Columbia Turnpike. East on 80. That is busy here out of Rockaway into Parsippany. Let's see here now. 208, 80 in Patterson is busy. I mean, it's just a lot of volume out here, and it's slow because of the weather too. North onto the eastern spur, that's busy. We saw the Hudson still on average about between 20 and 30 pretty much across the board. West on Staten Island Expressway looks really busy getting into that construction. I wonder if they're setting up actual road work. Let's see. Show us anything there. I think the HOV lane is actually shut. No. Oh, the HOV ends there. Yeah, that's really tuned up. Wow, that is like barely moving. Oh, I think the left lane is shut. That's what it is the left lane is shut. They've dialed out the left lane here. Oh, that's always good news. It looks like the HOV in the left lane is out. That's why this is all tuned up. Verrazano is heavy. East on the Belt is busy out to Ocean, really both ways of the Belt at Ocean Parkway. Inbound Gowanus, that is a solid ride here, straight from Fort Hamilton Parkway through to the BQE, across the top of the world. Both ways getting into the promenade, again, normal stuff there. So is the FDR Drive, both ways the Williamsburg Bridge. Looks like we may have a crash in the FDR going south here this morning. Getting south of the Midtown Tunnel. Midtown Tunnel is about 15 to about 20 minutes or so. Ed Koch about 10 south on the FDR Drive, heavy from the RFK Triborough all the way down into the 20s. Southbound here on the west side is crowded, coming right off the George Washington Bridge. North on the Deegan, I think that accident still may be out there, up by Yankee Stadium. We're getting reports of a couple crashes here, south on the Bruckner, west on the Cross Bronx, or right White Plains Road. The Bruckner extension is just jacked up getting into the Hutch. Looks like there's another crash in the Hutch out through Pelham Bay Park. Let's see, the southbound throughway here, getting just before the Bronx line. That crash there. Queens, south of the Cross Island is heavy. Getting out to the LIE. LIE is just Grand Central, LIE, both through Queens, just a disaster. I mean, there's do that. Both ways, the Van Wyck belt over by Kennedy is just slammed. So is the northbound Cross Island, getting from Southern all the way up into the Grand Central. Head out to Long Island. Lots of Southern State volume here, 19 through 29. Meadowbrook getting onto the Northern State. Westbound LIE at the Northern State Connector is busy. So is the LIE here at 135. West on the LI, a little heavy at Deer Park Avenue. The crash here probably looks like it just cleared, probably. Heading west of Deer Park Ave, Deer Park Road, really. But we still have delays behind that. And the LIE west in the Vets Highway, that is going to be crowded. But, eastern Suffolk County is fine. North South Fork is good. South on the Merritt is heavy, 50 down to 48. 95 Bridgeport Fairfield is good. I think there's something going on here north. There's something right around probably 16 or so, if I had to take a guess. North on 95. Oh. There's definitely something happening here. They're saying south. But let's just go to the cameras. And yeah, let's do that. Page 2. I don't see anything. I do not see anything, but there is definitely something happening here. And it could be some rubbernecking going north if there is a southbound crash. Merritt's heavy south of Route 7 into 36, and then again through Stamford. Pretty much the typical drill here on the Hutch going north of 125. East along 287 Elmsford into White Plains. That is going to be busy. Tappan Zee Bridge is fine. Rockland, Orange counties, the Thruway, 84, Route 6. That is going to be clear. Rest of Dutchess County, 84 is clear as well. 684 heading south into Katona, Bedford Hills. That is going to be busy. Let's wrap things up with transit because I have to head to the morning show now. Looks like the corridor 836 arrival will be canceled at Newark. Remember the test lifting there on half, and then we go to the MTA. Low delays in the 23AG NQRW. Look for that, and the rails are actually in good shape here this morning. All right, friends, we have to wrap it up because it's been a couple of weeks since we've dialed in the Jersey Morning Show. So let's do that here on this rainy Thursday. Once again, I want to thank all of our sponsors. I want to thank Anna and Alexander for joining us here this morning. And again, I'll keep you in, certainly, obviously, let you know when the Darley interview will drop. I'm thinking, again, hopefully sometime next week. So I think I'm going to take some time today to do a little editing on it, and we should be good to go. So again, please like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'll quickly do a shameless promotion here. Come on. Where are we? There we are. So let's bring that back in. Computer is just falling apart. We got 126 subscribers, and so today's episode is 149. Darley is episode 150, the special interview. So we'll skip over 150, go to 151 tomorrow. Again, if you can pass it along to all your friends here to have them like and subscribe. The Tri-State Traffic Show doesn't cost them anything. Just trying to get some traction here for myself and Johnny in the Weather Center. January 5th, a week ago, that got some pretty decent views for a small little channel. 50 views, almost 30 here, 27 for the show yesterday. So, we're starting to see these numbers come up a little bit, but I know we can do better. So if there's any possible way that you could send it over to your friends and let them know about the Tri-State Traffic Show, like and subscribe to the program, that would be absolutely fantastic. Okay. Let me bring myself back on camera. All right, friends, we're going to wrap it up here this morning. I want to thank everybody for joining us. And again, we will see everybody tomorrow at 7:30. Have a terrific Thursday. Drive safely. Be careful out there with those wet roads. And we'll see you tomorrow, everybody.